Happy Friday! What's going on, y'all? It's Nick here with Shalicia, and we're with F.O.F, our natural coaching LLC, and we're here today to talk about what else? Money. Hope you all are having a great day today. Listen, so we've been doing these videos in February. This right here is number 26. We appreciate you all rocking with us, watching the videos, hopefully enjoying the videos on all these tips that we've been giving out. Now, one thing I do want to say to all of our new subscribers, all of you all who are new, if this is your first video you're watching, understand that this channel talks about financial tips, talks about personal finances. We talk about marriage and how it intertwines with relationships and how finances does all of that. And of course, we talk about Jesus as well, because obviously that's the master accountant. There's no one better than him at that. And so if you all are interested in that, please hit that subscribe button, okay? So today, I think it's going to be a little bit of a harder topic. We haven't really touched on this before, but we're going to talk about how to help people when they're in financial problems, but the problem is not really a financial one, right? It just seems like that on the surface, all right? So stay tuned.
Well, so this topic is really interesting, and it's really, I think it's really challenging because I think for me, I don't really like to offer my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you really want it or unless you ask. And even then, it's very hard for me to give my opinion. So, how about you? What do you think about this?
It's really just more of a behavioral thing or something else that's really the real problem, right? Like, the problem is not that, we don't have enough money for this. It could be that you're spending way too much money on one thing and not the other. Or the problem could be you don't track any of your finances at all. You know what I'm saying? And so then when you ask for someone to help you, it's not that, we all need grace. We all need that help. But it's kind of like the real help comes from getting your situation in order versus just the money itself. And like you said, honey, I'm similar. Like, I don't really want to give my opinion about it unless somebody asks me their opinion. Like, they ask me, hey, what's your opinion on this? Or, hey, what should I do here? I think I'm more open to talking about it. But if I just hear them complaining or doing something like that, it's more like I might just fall back and I probably won't say anything as much because they're not really asking for what I'm about to say. And what I'm about to say, I get an idea like they're probably not going to like it anyway, what I'm about to say, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's good to go with discernment.
Yeah.
You really have to discern, whether or not it is appropriate, the situation is appropriate, the timing is right as far as, speaking to some of those things, to money or finances.
Yeah. I think the other thing, too, is also a lot of times people will make a decision already, and it maybe wasn't a good decision, and then they'll ask for advice about it. So I think one big thing I focus on, especially even doing coaching and all that, is not harping on the decision that was made. It's like, all right, well, that's already made. That's already done. So how can we move forward and make things a lot better? And so that is something to think about, too. Obviously, we made the choice, by God's grace, to get on the journey of paying off our house and becoming debt-free in that way. But the thing is that everybody may not agree with that. Everybody may not want to do that. And so that's something that I know we've talked about before, and how it's important for us not to push our views on other people. But I think it's so important that we understand you can't force people into what you want them to do, right? They have the freedom to do what it is that they want to do in most cases.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's I know you talked previously about behavior.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to really just hear about yourself. Here you go. I think sometimes it's just really hard, like with anything besides money.
Yeah.
It's just hard in general to hear like your shortcomings or things you could do better. And I think it's a work in progress, at least for me every day, just to be able to not take stuff so personal or be offended, even when I'm asking you,
Because, I'll tell you
different thing. He will tell me the truth. And sometimes I'm like, what?
I love you, honey.
I love you too. But it is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So just in general, I think, really working on, I think we did a video too, just about being offended and are they saying things that are true or that are facts or that, could potentially really even help you, be a better person, be better with finances.
Right.
So.
And I think you hit the nail on the head, honey. And I think when it comes to, this topic about, helping someone, obviously, like you said, you gotta use that discernment, and it may be the right thing to do is just to give them some money, to actually help them out. But also, it may be that you need to walk them through how to come up with a budget, or walk them through like, hey, you got to set some goals here. You just got to be very careful. Use that discernment on what it is you're going to say to someone, because it's not up to us to judge. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't judge. Not judge like to condemn. You know what I'm saying? We could judge to assess and evaluate a situation, but not judge to be like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing it. No, that's not what it's about. It's about helping somebody and allowing them to get better. And I think you said it when you said, it's hard for people to hear about themselves. But to be honest, when we hear about ourselves and we learn some things about ourselves, maybe that aren't that great, that's the best way for us to grow. You know what I'm saying? I always think about, as far as when it comes to God, we got to admit our sins first. We got to at least admit there's a problem. There's an issue here. You know what I'm saying? In order to grow from there. And so I think it's very important. So with that, we hope that when it comes to finances and people who may not agree with you, people not on the same page, or people who ask you for help and they just want some money, but money is not going to help them, we hope that we gave you some tips on how to handle those situations, okay? Use some of that discernment. No means no. It's okay. You can say no. But if the Lord's moving you to help them, then definitely do that. We're not saying be disobedient, all right? And so we hope that you all will comment below. Let us know your thoughts on it, right? Let us know when it comes to that, because money can be a very interesting thing, or almost a taboo amongst us as people. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important that we talk about it and we talk about these issues. So your comment can help somebody else. Definitely can. We thank y'all so much. We hope y'all enjoyed the video. Have a good one.